Hello everybody, I am back with a daily puzzle for Advanced Challenge. So, let's have a look at the puzzle from last video. So this is Black to play and checkmate in 6 moves. So how can we do this? Well, the first thing we always want to look at is checks, right? So what are the checks in this position? Well, there's only one check that I can see, and that's Queen takes H3 check. Now this just looks bad, right? It's a free queen. Well, we're about to see if it is the correct answer. Before we do, let's see if Black has any other good moves. Like Rook takes G2, for example. Well, here White just has Queen takes H7 after King H8. For example, Queen F6 can be very dangerous for Black. So, in fact, it's just completely lost. So Black doesn't want to do this. So now, since F7 is under threat, we realize that we must act in a forced way. Or we can drop our rook back to E7, but once again, for example, he can keep targeting, and this is not good. Also, another thing to add, Queen H3 is not the only winning move. Queen H3 is the quickest, it's a forced checkmate, but you can play moves like G5 with the threat of, for example, G4 and protecting F7. But the simplest way is Queen takes H3 check, which looks very counterintuitive. Giving up a free queen? Well, we're about to find out why Black can and should do this. So, if King G1, then simply Queen to H2, or Rook takes G2, or even Queen takes G2 checkmate. So obviously he should take the free queen. Now we have to look at the checks. Now Black has 2 checks, Rook H2 check and G2 check. So H2 check, then King G1, and White is completely winning. If G2, Rook F2, and Black is out of checks, for example. And White is going to be completely winning. So, Rook H2 isn't the move. The whole point of Queen takes H3 is moving the G pawn so that we're allowed to play G2 check. Now, White only has one option in King to G1. And now for a crucial move. If Black doesn't find this move, he's probably just he's slightly worse. So the winning move is Bishop to H2 check. Now this looks very counterintuitive. Why do you need to give up a bishop? Well, the whole idea is to deflect the king from protecting the rook. So now if the king moves, he's now protecting the rook. Whereas if we play promotion to queen immediately, then he simply has king takes, and now Black is not winning anymore. So we're deflecting the king away from the rook, and now only move King takes H2. Now we can take the rook, promote to queen, which is obviously very, very good news. So only move for White in King G3, and now we have a number of ways to checkmate. We have Queen G2, King H4, Rook E4, King F4, also Rook E4, and we also have Rook G2, King H4, Queen F4 checkmate. Now obviously he can checkmate in a slower way. For example, Rook E4, King G5, and Queen F4. That's a slow way. There's many ways to checkmate, but the quickest are the 2 lines that I saw. So now let's look at the puzzle for today. This is White to play and checkmate in 4 moves. Now, this puzzle is much shorter. The answer is much shorter than the other puzzles, as you may have noticed. But there's a very key concept that you have to remember, and it's not very easy to figure out. So good luck solving the puzzle, my friends. If you're enjoying my videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. Until the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.